Hey YouTube. So long. Yes, I know. Haven't been on here in a while. It's probably been like what, maybe 2 weeks or so. Yeah. So I hope I didn't make any promises, and when I was saying that I'm going to try to make a video on the weekend. Look, I'm doing my work. I'm doing my healing and stuff like that. So I really have to get to it when I can get to it. But I'm trying my best to make videos for y'all um, the days when I'm, not working or whatever. But anyway, back to that. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, subscribe to my channel, like the video, so the algorithm can go out into the YouTube university and stuff like that. So I wanted to come on here and talk about real quick about change and what I think about change, or why we need to change, or why sometimes we can't change. Um, but I really wanted to touch on change and touch on there's some things that you cannot change about yourself. I know there's a lot of like trending going on with shadow work, and I talked in my last video about this. Shadow work, people doing shadow work, people trying to change themselves, people trying to heal, and things like that. But what spirit brought to my attention, and what I talked to my family member about, and also my friend about, is that she pointed something out, and it really, when they said this certain thing, it really, like, spirit really was like giving me more information about it. So I remember my friend, she was at my house and she was talking about how I'm very direct with my speech, the way I talk. And sometimes the way I talk or the way I say things can come off in a very, maybe sometimes aggressive way, or people may not take it. There's some people who's out there like they could be very sensitive to words, or be very sensitive to how people come off tone wise. And she was saying she knows that I don't mean no harm. It's just the way what my auntie said, it's just the way I deliver the things I say. And I was like, what? I'm like, I can't. To me, I feel like I don't really. I feel like to me, I feel like I don't really. I guess in my head, I don't really feel like I'm coming off in a bad way. Um, I really don't feel like I'm coming off in a way where I'm being aggressive, because I am cookie cutter, or whatever people say it, or I'm straight to the point, very blunt. And I guess that just deals with my fiery nature. I have a lot of earth, fire, and air in my chart. So think about it. Um, Having a lot of air, which my friends say, when you light a flame, it needs that exhaustion or whatever, not whatever it's called, that, like, that air to ignite that fire. And then when you keep adding air to a fire, sometimes it keeps getting bigger, 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 or it just goes everywhere. So that's just how I speak. That's just how I talk. So if people, you may comment like, why why you so like aggressive? It's just the way I sound, just the way I talk. I don't mean to sound harsh. I don't mean to sound aggressive. I don't mean to hurt anybody's feelings. It's just the way I am. Whatever pops in my mind, I say. And the reason why I wanted to talk about this today is just because there's some things you cannot change about yourself. For me, it don't matter if I take a dang etiquette class. It don't matter if I take this class to speak in this case. I can learn how to approach people differently, but I'm still going to be me. I'm still going to be this cookie cutter, blunt type of person, says whatever is on her mind, and this is how I feel, I'm going to say it. And if the person is a type of person where I'm like, they like, whoa, you coming at me all, then that's on them. This is me. And when it comes to change, there's some things you cannot change about yourself. Now there's some things you can, if people say that you're a very angry person, or people say that you may have an alcohol problem. People may say you have addictions. People may say you do certain things in a way that may hurt or harm yourself or hurt other people. Maybe you need to really look within inside yourself and change that about yourself, right? But there are some things you cannot change about yourself. Whether it be the way you laugh, the way you talk, the way you dress, the way you walk, the way your legs are turned, the way you, I don't know. You comment below if you know you know there's something that somebody may be fed up about, or they just don't like about you, but you know you cannot change about yourself. You might be a sensitive individual, so sensitive. I'm an empath, so I'm I heard all my life people tell me that I was so sensitive, and I used to pray to God. I used to say, God, take my sensitivity away. I used to pray to God and tell God that. What did God do? Nothing. God was like, you are this person for a reason. You are this sensitive being for a reason. And now, since I'm older, now I know why I'm this sensitive person. Now, I know y'all heard about this serenity prayer. God grant me the serenity to change the things that I can, and I think the wisdom too. But I'm gonna have to look up the prayer again, and I'll post it below. But there's a part of the prayer where it's saying about wisdom. Help God give me the wisdom to know the difference. Now, when we gain wisdom, right? We gain the wisdom. So, like I said, I can go to an etiquette class, these classes to teach me how to talk, to how to approach, or people might teach me how to approach people in a better way, maybe settle my tone of voice, maybe stop being, not stop, but like kind of calm down when I approach certain people, because some people are really laid back, nonchalant, and don't like all that energeticness. And some people do like that energeticness. And I could take these classes, right, to how to approach and gain this wisdom and knowledge on how to come towards people in a better way, right? So that is part of, you could say, part of a little bit of change. But when it comes to doing a drastic change, you do all that you can. Maybe you pray to God to take your sensitivity away. Maybe you try to get around people who are more aggressive so you can get more tough. Maybe you try to get into fights to make you more tough. Maybe you try to watch maybe you try to have a rap battle, or maybe you try to have a joking contest and you joke on each other, just so you can build your strength, and so you will get rid of that sensitivity. But at the end of the day, you fall right back into that sensitive person. You fall right back into talking loud, to talking maybe laughing the way you laugh, and people like, wow, that's so weird, but it's unique to you. You are unique. You are at a can't get the words out. You are a unique and a unique individual. Don't let anybody tell you, just because they're bothered by the way you laugh, they're bothered by your sensitivity, they bothered by the way you walk, they bothered by the way you speak, whatever it is, and you did all you can to change this about you, but it just won't change. It's just part of you. It's just part of your coding. It's just part of your being. It's just part of who you are, and you just can't change that. So embrace it. We're all different for a reason. We all have gifts and talents for a reason. Goddess has enabled us. God and Goddess is within inside of us. That masculine and feminine energy is within inside of us. We all have it. We all come from that one source. We all have it. And the thing is, once we embrace that, we embrace our uniqueness. Because let me tell you, baby, let me tell you, there's going to be people who like your laugh. There's going to be people who hate your laugh. And then when you try to change the way you laugh, there's going to be people who going to be hating the way you change the way you laugh. They're going to hate the new laugh. They're going to like the new laugh. So it don't even matter how much you try to, it don't matter how much you try to change yourself. You still going to have people who don't like it. You still going to have people who love it. It don't matter. But now I'm going to go back to the part where Now there's some things maybe you have to change about yourself. Maybe you're just a very angry person and you're very negative. Maybe you're very toxic. Maybe you hang around toxic people. Um maybe you curse, maybe you have a sailor mouth, and you might say, well, I can't change that about myself. Yes, you can change the way you know the things you say out of your mouth if it's really disturbing. Maybe you watch too many drama filled shows, and then all of a sudden that comes onto you, and then it comes into your being, and now you're drama filled, and now you're finding yourself getting into fights and arguments with people for no dang reason because it's lodged up in your mind. Or maybe you come from a home where you dealt with a lot of trauma and dealt with a lot of things, and it made you very a closed in, locked up down person, but you have this unique gift to speak. Now there is some things you can change about yourself. Maybe you have lack of confidence. You can change that in learning how to be more confident in yourself. I hope I'm making sense, because it's just there's things you can change about yourself, and there's things that you just can't change about yourself. Like physical. You can change your physical appearance. I'm not coming over here and saying that, oh, you are the way you look. You can't change that. No, you can get some surgery done. You can get some boobs. You can get a big butt. You can do whatever you want to do. You can construct your body. It's up to you. Now, the way you could say, now, maybe the way your skull is shaped. I don't know. Like maybe the way your skull is shaped. Now, the doctors ain't going to try to mess with that because you got nerve endings in there and all that stuff like that. It's just like they not finna mess with that. They're not finna risk careers and stuff trying to fix that about your skull. You just gonna have to deal with it. That's just your skull. That's your makeup. Again, back to the way you talk, back to the way you like maybe your personality, maybe you're just a hyperactive person. You're just very hyper. You just like, hey, 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 how you doing? How you doing? And people are like, whoa, 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 who are you? Like, you're just a big, huge energizer bunny. And people don't like that about you. I dealt with that before. Very fast talker, energetic person, stuff like that. And it could be like a chemical imbalance sometimes. And then once you get into meditation, or once you get into different things to help you calm down and stuff like that. But sometimes it's just you just a very energetic person. You could try meditating, you could try this and that, and trying to do this calm, you trying essential oils, but you're still energetic. I'm pretty sure y'all get my drift. Y'all probably like, we get it, soul's purpose. We understand. But that's what I wanted to talk about today, because I just was like, there's some things you just can't change about yourself, and you just gotta embrace it. That's just your uniqueness, and that's how you're gonna roll with it. Okay, so just love who you are. Once you start loving who you are, you're going to start attracting more people who loves the way you laugh, who loves the energizer bunny within you, who loves the way who loves the way you talk, that loves the sharp directness and the I love when you just get straight to the point. You don't try to beat around the bush, you don't go over around the situation and stuff like that. You're going to attract those people, but it first starts with you. Okay? All right. Peace.